Scores of people have been killed in attacks on 5 villages in Plateau State. Properties worth millions of naira were also destroyed. Locals blamed suspected Fulani militias for the attack, which occurred on Christmas Eve. Former Commissioner of Police for the Federal Capital Territory, Lawrence Alobi, retired, joins us now to discuss the resurgence of violence in Plateau State, the driving factors and measures to curb it. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us here on Newsday.
Thank you very much, and company with the season.
Same to you. Thank you as well. Of course, it's a very unfortunate situation, but I'm just wondering, based on your observation, how well do you think that what analysts describe as the lack of coordination amongst the security operatives is contributing to what was witnessed or what happened in Plateau State?
Yeah, thank you very much. What's happening in Plateau State, on that part of the country, it is not only disturbing, but very embarrassing to both the government, the people of the state, and it's all security agencies. Section 14B of the Constitution provides that the primary purpose of government is security and well-being of the citizens. And Section 24E of the Constitution provides that every Nigerian citizen has a constitutional duty to assist security agencies maintaining law and order. Now the question is, to what extent, how committed is the government to see that life and property, which is the primary purpose of government, why they were all elected or political government at all levels, that's the primary purpose. And then the Nigerian citizens, to what extent are they living up to the obligation in line with 24E of the Constitution? And against security agencies, among themselves, there's unnecessary rivalry. They are supposed to work based on cooperation and collaboration. Intelligence units are supposed to share intelligence with other security agencies. And above all, the worst is that the Nigerian police force, which is supposed to be the lead agency in terms of internal security, are ill-equipped, grossly understaffed, and they are ill-trained, ill-motivated. Their conditions, rather than they being empowered, they are being impoverished and also dehumanized. So even from the training institution, they are being dehumanized. In the course of service, they are being dehumanized. They are being deprived, and then how can they be performed optimally? A man who is deprived, a man who is denied of his right, a man who is oppressed, a man who is already angry, living in the house is angry, he's not happy with the family because he cannot provide. So there are so many factors that contribute to this insecurity in the country. And until the government takes it, that political will to say we will live in line with our oath of office and in line with Section 40 of the Constitution. And all Nigerians should arise to the occasion and say, we will not tolerate this any longer. You see, some of us believe that money and power is the ultimate for man. It's not, but every creation has a purpose. God created man to contribute to the advancing civilization of the world and contribute to the betterment of the world. Some of us think we are so preoccupied by materialism, with money and power. Everything we think about money and power, we bastardize our moral values. The leadership has been leadership failure in the country at all levels. The system is so corrupt. Everybody knows how to steal. Life is all about service. That's what God created us. We are now wherever we are. We breathe oxygen, free of charge, free air, free rain, free sunshine, free life, free world. What are we contributing? It's an inanimate object. The air blows for us to breathe. What are we contributing? Life is all about service to contribute to the betterment of the world. But then look at now, we are dead killing each other. The purpose of bad life is not religion, whether on religious basis, ethnic basis, political basis. This is people are only concerned with the beastly attitude in acquiring wealth and power. They can go do anything to acquire money and power, which is very beastly. This is not the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to serve, to contribute to the betterment of the world, to serve God and humanity, and be a channel of God's grace to others. So let us now reflect ourselves. Now, with 2024 is coming, we'll make new resolutions. To what extent do we keep that resolution? Let us reflect in our life. Are you a channel of God's grace to others? Are you oppressing? Are you looting from the treasury because you are opportune to be a governor, a president, a minister, or any agency, a director, a permanent secretary, and so forth? Whatever position you occupy in God's life is all about service. Whatever position you have, you are there to serve, to serve and add value, to contribute.
Right. Now, as we're speaking on, religion, without getting too religious, of course, the CAN has made a statement condemning this attack. But one of the things that they highlighted in their statement was a call to security agencies to intensify their efforts in intelligence gathering. Now, we're just recovering from what was called a mishap in Kaduna just a few weeks ago, and that was also attributed to some sort of lapse or failure in intelligence gathering. Now, what needs to happen? Where are we missing it with regards to this critical factor in defending our nation? With regards to intelligence gathering, where do you think we are, and what do you think needs to be done?
I did mention to you that Section 424 of the Constitution provides that every Nigerian citizen has the country to assist intelligence material on. You don't gather intelligence, you gather information. When you gather information, you analyze it and evaluate it, and now if it become actionable intelligence, you now utilize it. Now, the security agencies are supposed to ensure that they have that is sources of intelligence information gathering in all areas of the society. I don't want to say what I used to do when I was in service, but they need to learn. You need to learn to make sure that commitment, it is also commitment. Lack of commitment. In fact, it is because the Nigerian society, Nigerians believe only in acquiring money and power. Nigerians are not concerned about their right, my right, my right. How many Nigerians have come out to sacrifice? To support the security agencies, to support the police. We're ready to condemn. Condemn, blame game. Let us all reflect in our life and see this country has to be saved. Nations are not built by spirit. Nations are built by the citizens themselves. Communities are not built by spirit, but by the citizens of that community. We should rise down and do the right thing. When we do the right thing, not issue of whatever you are. Governance with leadership, the legislative failure. If we ensure moral leadership in all levels of government, moral leadership that empowers, leadership that adds value to the life of people. And then followers themselves too, how to say, how can I do to contribute? Am I adding value? Am I contributing? I'm not just there as being too parasitic. In Nigerian society, we are so parasitic. We believe in this the entitlement. I'm told to whatever I am, I want you to loot, parents don't even think about parenting, moral parenting. Parents are only concerned how the rat race, not parents sit down to teach, inculcate moral values in their children. And you see, our life is based on needs. All these things, the money they accumulate, billions. How are they going to use them? They just destroy their children. But they mean actually not to blame the virtue of hard work and honesty and transparency and accountability. They inculcate these values because our moral values have been bastardized. And security agencies, everybody, and like I said, the problem is because it is holistic. The government is responsible. The security agencies are responsible. As a police officer, my role as a military officer, or custom officer, in all security agencies. What is my role? Am I there to protect or there to loot? What am I role as a teacher? My role as a whatever field you find yourself, to endeavor to contribute and add value. How can, like I said, my religion teaches me that the purpose of God in creating man is for man to contribute to advance civilization, contribute to the betterment of the world, contribute to peace and security, contribute to the well-being of the humanity. That's the purpose of life. So it is a problem that is holistic, and the government has to come out with a strong willpower to say no. For instance, the police, like I said earlier, the police have been reduced to nothing. If a tree, for instance, if the taproot is destroyed, what happens to the tree? The tree, of course, will collapse. So the system is collapsed because the police supposed to lead agency, not being empowered, there's no training, in terms of motivation. The morale is very low. They are being killed every day, and nobody comes about it, and so forth.
We certainly hear
It's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate, and of course your frustration is apparent, and rightly so. You have made very, noteworthy points talking about the police force being ill-equipped, understaffed, ill-trained, not motivated, and being dehumanized. Let's presume that this will be tackled, but it's not something that's going to happen overnight. But in the interim, we do have people who are paying the ultimate price, like what we saw happen in Plateau State. What are immediate measures that can be put in place with what's already on ground to ensure that we probably don't have a recurrence or that it's minimized to the barest?
Mr. President, I'm sure with his mantra, renew hope mantra, to renew the hope of Nigerians, all aspects of governance, in terms of leadership, in terms of security, in terms of poverty, in terms of empowerment, and so forth, poverty elevation. This is a challenge to the government, I said. It's a big challenge to the government. And I said 14B provides that the prime purpose of government is the security and well-being. If any government now cannot provide security to citizens, that government has failed. Let's all play to the gallery. Let's all accept the truth. Let's all accept the truth. And if you're in any office occupied, are you adding value? Are you contributing? And what impact are you making to the society? What, are you of service? Like I said, life is all meant for service. Service. That's what white man God for every creation is a purpose. God created man to contribute towards the betterment of the world, towards the well-being of the people. Now, you're not there, if you're in leadership position, you're not there to cheat, and if you cheat, nature will cheat you. Nature will cheat you some way, one way or the other. So let us do our best to contribute. What the government should do now is that reinforce security in that place, and also security agents should be reinforced, should be strengthened, security agents should be empowered, they should be more manpower is needed. And again, look at it today. Most of the police personnel are following politicians and so forth. They have depleted the strength of police who are supposed to be there to protect the common man and protect the society. So I think the leadership of the police should look into that. Who deserve to be given a police? I'm policeman. You know, not just giving. I went to an airport in Warri. I saw 12 vigilante guards carrying a pump action AK with the first escorting a pastor. And that's not supposed to happen. Pump action is a protected firearms, not supposed to be in the hands of private individuals at all. Only Mr. President can approve the license for any protected firearms, the pistol, pump action, or any other protected firearm. The only thing that one can bear is the den gun or the double barrel or single barrel, which are for personal for gaming. But now you see people carrying AK-47, carrying pump action everywhere.
And having said that, sorry to interject.
Well, like I said,
just to piggyback off of what you're saying,
yes.
Do you think that the reoccurrence of these tragic and horrific incidences of violence, perpetrated against our people, do you think this is a call for us to rethink localizing policing? As you're saying that, our police force is now, the numbers are not commensurate with with the demand that exists. So very briefly, do you think it's time for us to revisit local policing in order to try and bring, to try and elevate the level of security at each state level?
Yeah, crime itself is localized. Crime is localized. And we know how to localize security to strengthen security at local government. Go to a police station today. You have only maybe 3 or 4 men at the police post. A police station, even 10 men. And they don't firearms, they don't have equipment, they don't have vehicles. If it's a distress call, they cannot respond because there's no phone in the vehicle, or the vehicle, there are no vehicles at all. As a DPO, I had a staff car. As a commander, I had a staff car, but now, AIG, CP don't even have staff cars. DPO don't have staff cars. It's also as bad as that. During our time, every police vehicles have designated filling station where they go and fuel their vehicles. But now people go and queue in queue. So there are a lot of things have gone bad. So
Indeed.
Localized, like I said, crime is localized. Crime is localized, and the government should see that community policing, and I strongly believe in democratic policing. Democratic policing is policing of the people by the people and for the needs of the people. And the people themselves is participating in nature. The people should be involved. People should be involved in the sense that they didn't have a duty under Section 24 of the Constitution.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate your time. Former Police Commissioner for the FCT, Mr. Lawrence Alobi, we'd like to thank you for your time and analysis here.